Hey guys, it's Jason here. Most of you know me from playing piano and my piano music and piano books that I've got. But what you may not know is that I've been working for quite a few years now with a friend of mine called Rawson, and he does these inspirational stories. So if you think of like Chicken Soup for the Soul, these uplifting stories, that's what we've been doing. We published over 1,000 stories, and he's published for probably 25 years on the radio. So kind of exciting. And just recently, actually a year ago, he and I, and then my mom, who was the one who made me practice piano as a kid, we kind of combined efforts and we put together a book called Stories of the Hymns. And that was super well received. It's blown all of our expectations away. We did not expect that there'd be that many people who would want to buy a book about hymn stories, and we don't actually have it in any retail stores. And so as we were going into the new year, we thought, well, gosh, we've got all these really cool Christmas stories. What if we were to do a new book and work on that together? Glenn had done a Christmas book before. It had been really well received. We'd done well with that, and a lot of people had really enjoyed it. But we thought, well, what if we took kind of the hymn story twist on it and went in and did research on more of the Christmas hymns that are out there that we're all familiar with, things like Silent Night, the Messiah Chorus, A Little Town of Bethlehem, just thinking through, Oh Holy Night's another one, really cool story behind that. And what if we combined his Christmas stories and made it so it was just completely Christian friendly no matter what church you're in, so that anybody would feel comfortable reading it over the pulpit. So the same approach we took with the stories of the hymns is what we did for the Christmas stories. And so I'm excited to announce my second, storybook, Stories of Christmas. And again, this is a version 2.0 of the book Glenn had, but if you've bought Glenn's book in the past, there's 18 new stories in here, so pretty cool. My favorite one is a story about how I got a piano for Christmas from my parents, and it was something that we just could not afford. That was not where I came from. We just, spending more than a couple $100 at Christmas time was just not something we did or could afford. And I ended up getting a piano surprise for Christmas through part of my inheritance. It's a really neat story. It's in this first section of the book. So the way we formatted this is we did stories of the hymns, stories of history. There's some really cool stories from some of the wars. I mean, a lot of you have heard the story about how the soldiers had decided to have a ceasefire. We have a really cool new version of that. There's a story from Cuba when there were soldiers in Cuba, and it ties in with one of the hymns with that one that we found at Christmas time of all things. And then the second half of the book has several stories from the Bible. So it's got the birth of the Savior, but all of the different stories that tie back to Christmas are told in this 3 to 4 minute format. So I really think it's something you're going to like. If you've played my music before, I would encourage you, and if you enjoy reading a book or if you're looking for a good Christmas gift idea, check this out. There's some samples on the page. If you scroll down, you can read them. If it's something you like, we've done everything we can to make these super affordable so that you could use these for a neighbor gift. Stick it on with cookies you go make for somebody and go drop them off for some of the neighbors or friends in the neighborhood. But a lot of these are going to be hymn stories. There's several new ones that are not in our Stories of the Hymns, but they're all specifically for Christmas. So again, check it out. Go read a little bit more. Just scroll down on the page. I'd love to share this with you for Christmas as a Christmas gift from me. But if you're interested, click, and I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy it. Thanks so much.